Hey folks, Roland Martin here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do today. We're here on Lake Okeechobee and the water's down to 11 1/4 feet. And if you notice, there's reeds in the water. It's pretty shallow. Let me just show you how shallow it is. I take my frog rod and I just go down in the water like this, and I'll just go down right to that spot and I'll see it's that deep. So it's what, 2 feet, about 2 feet deep. It's the depth of that right there. 1, 2, that's 2 feet. Okay, I'm going to take a spro frog and I'm going to kind of really work on that. I got some worms to fish. I got that new Fish Lucky salt sink worm to back up my frog. But this is frog time. This is the middle of May. There's a full moon coming on, and there's a few bass on the beds, and there's also bluegills on the bed. So I'm look at these heavy reed clumps like we have right here, and I'll come right down the edge with the frog and see what happens. I'll just make a long cast. That's a real thick reeds, but they like that thick stuff. Try to get, come over there. Okay, right there. It's the frog's in the water now. Just kind of make little twitches. Okay, there we go. Kind of pop it along. See what we got going. Ooh, there's a fish underneath it. I saw a swirl. I don't know what happened to it. I did see a swirl, so I'm going to back it up. I don't think it was a big fish, but I'm just going to, because I did see a swirl, I'm going to back it up with this worm and just to see what happens. Okay. Uh-oh. There. I'm free. Let's see what happens. Huh? The backup didn't work, but there was like a swirl underneath my plug. It could have been something small. Maybe it wasn't a big fish. I'll throw it a little bit to the left, right there, and see what happens. The big bass like these thick reed edges right like this. This is kind of a big deal for a big bass. Oh well. Anyway, I'm just gonna get started here. I hate catching them the first cast. It's kind of bad luck. Okay, what we got here? Okay, folks. I'm gonna take my power pole, come up with my power pole. I love the heavy reeds. There's a lot of bass in the 5 and 6 and 7 pound class, and quite often the guys are catching they're catching 25 to 30 pounds of bass. Quite a few guys are catching 25 to 30 pounds of bass. So it's a good bite. Actually, Okeechobee is doing better right now with this low water than normal. You got these fish kind of, it's got to concentrate it because there's that back in there is so shallow. There's probably not many fish back there. This is probably the only depth water that you have that's a good depth with some cover. Now there's other places out on the lake. There's rock piles and there's shoals and there's all kind of other grass beds out deep, out farther out in the lake. So that could have something to do with it. But for right now, these edges, these 2-foot edges and these thick reed edges are prime. They're good spots for a big bass. And I want to kind of throw way back in there. I mean, I throw way back in that corner back there. Gonna just work the frog a lot. I can work it fast. Sometimes I'll stop and slow it down a lot. But the thing about the frog that's so great, I mean, any top water would work. You could use a regular a popper, but it's just a matter of a hard cast because these reeds are so thick. You want to get close to them, and with just a regular topwater plug, it's a difficult cast. But yet, a good caster can do well with just a topwater plug. You don't have to have a frog. It's just that a frog is so weedless, and that's what makes it such a great combination here in the heavy cover. Is that you can throw it into the heavy cover, and not get hung. Throw it right into the reeds. That's been the key. There's one. He sucked it down. He just sucked it down. He just sucked it down. It's a nice one too. And he didn't hit hard. You didn't even see the strike. Put the power pole down. But what he did, he just sucked it down in the water, and it was a beautiful couple pound bass. But the point is, you didn't even see the strike. The strike was he just sucked it down. He just came and just sucked it right on down. Nice little 2-pounder. Okay, let's just show you what I've done to this frog. It's kind of a big deal. This frog is the Spro 60 popper. And this happens to be a jungle color. I've cut the skirt down just a little bit. And I've also taken pliers and bent those hooks out just so that they're just out from the body of the frog about a 1/16 of an inch. It's just hard to see, but there's a little teeny bit of gap. A little bitty teeny bit of it, you get a gap there. Again, that fish just sucked it down. I threw it right into the edge there, and the thing just disappeared. Right there, and that would be coming around that point. It's just perfect. Ooh, that's bad. Look at that thing. The frog's coming right around the point. Oh, he's got him. I got him, son. I got him. That's the day. That's the way to do it. This is the way. It's so absolutely. I called that shot. I called the shot. It was just a perfect kind of deal. I called the shot. Nice quality bass. Nice quality keeper bass. 3 or 4 pounds. Nice quality bass. Yeah. Not real big. Couple 3 pounds. Hey, but he was right exactly where he was supposed to be. I threw past the point, and that's the thing. I threw down across the wind, and he hit just exactly what he was supposed to hit. Just a quality fish. Just maybe not, in a tournament competition, you probably end up culling that size fish. At the end of the day, those 2 and 3 pounders get thrown back. But anyway, that was the kind of place I'm talking about. I threw past the point. I let it kind of swing in, and just kind of worked it slow and easy. I'm throwing there because maybe there's a second fish. I didn't throw quite far enough back on that one. It wasn't too bad. It's a beautiful strike though, an explosive strike. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Now, this is fun. This is fun. This is the funnest time of year when you have these topwater fish like this. I don't think anything can beat a topwater. People ask me all the time, they say, Roland, what's your favorite kind of fishing? And as far as just fun fishing, I don't think you can beat a frog. A frog is just about as good as it gets. So it passed the point. I'm gonna. I had one. I had one. Okay. Okay. Let me go down with the frog. I had one that hit it. It was a small one, but watch this. I'm gonna back it up with this salty sink. I'm gonna back it up with the worm bite right there. Now watch this. Watch this, folks. He missed my frog. Huh. Thought he's gonna take that frog, that worm. Normally they take the worm really good. He didn't take the worm good. Huh. Let me hang on. Huh. Well, he hit the frog. He hit the frog. And normally they just come right back and hit the worm. I'll make one more cast and see what happens. That's what really puts closer in right there. That's perfect. That's it. Just right where he hit. That's the same. Within 2 or 3 feet of where he hit. Just kind of jig it along. They usually hit the worm right away. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Beautiful backup plan. That's all right. It's all right. Okay. Okay. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Okay. Another quality bass. Okay. A couple pounds. Not anything special. But he hit kind of out from the weeds, that one did. Okay. The frog is all twisted around. That's all right. Just untwist it, put it right back in position. And he hit out a ways. I'm gonna throw past this point right there. Sometimes there's more than one fish. Getting some small ones to bite, 2 and 3 pounders. We just haven't had a big one to bite. It's not real rough and windy, and there's a little bit of an overcast today. It's just somewhat of an overcast, a little hazy. It's not just direct sun. So the low light does help. It helps a topwater bite. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, folks. That's what we're talking about. Big old bass exploded on it. He exploded on that frog. Big old 4 or 5 pounder. Yes, sir. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about right here. This is the kind of thing that's happening. And it was midday, just like now. This is the middle part of the day, and he just exploded on it. It was just a really good strike. Nice big fish, close to 5 pounds. That's a good one. That's a good one. He hit that kind of white looking Spro 60 popping frog. I'm gonna let this one go. Ooh, son, that was a good strike. And that's the kind of thing we were catching them. We're catching them just doing that right there. So that was a good deal. Hey, did you notice? I mean, I really set up on a thing, and I also have on this rod. I have a what they call a cushion, and it's really gets. I put it in the side. And boy, I really crank them hard. That was really a good deal. That was really a good deal. That was a great. Another big one. Another big one. Another big one. Oh yeah. Another big one. Yeah. Yeah. Whole school of them. Oh yeah. Another big fish. Another big fish. Another big fish. Oh man. You get into a school of them like this, that's what you got. A school of big giant bass. A school of them. Big old, that's about a 6-pounder there. 5-pounder. Bigger fish. That's a bigger fish, son. He exploded on it. A whole school of these big ones. Look at that guy. That's what we're talking about. About a 6-pound bass. I'm going to weigh it. I have a scale right here. I'm going to weigh it right now. And see what it weighs. And it says just about 6 pounds. It's just a couple ounces shy of 6 pounds. A 6-pound bass. Woo! Drop this in back in the water. A whole school of fish right here. Let's see if I can't get another one. That's something else. Right down there. Sometimes you get in a school like that. That's what it's all about. You might fish all day long and get into one school and win the tournament with just one big fish or one big flurry of action. I'm going to throw it down there the same exact spot. Okay, I got one. Oh yeah. Okay, boys and girls, I got a bass. He followed it out a ways. Pretty decent one. Not as big as some of those ones I got, but not a bad bass. About another 3-pounder. Well, anyway, folks, you've seen me catch a couple nice bass today. Over 20 pounds of bass with the 5 best. And that school of bass was something, and this is just a little 2.5-pounder, but hey, we've had some good luck and some good action. And so, folks, Okeechobee's alive and well, and you can't forget that frog. That frog can be a good bite. Back it up with a good worm, like I was using that Salt Sink by Fish Lucky. That was really quite a deal. Hey, listen, if you would, hit that likes button. You know, I'm also subscribing. I have almost 200,000 subscribers right now, and it's just a few of just right at 200,000. So if you would hit that subscribe button too. Hey, we're gonna have a milestone coming. So thanks for watching, and hey, folks, we'll see you again soon.